Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Kimberly Boscheman and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the forecast for April 2025 for each life path number. Before we get into the forecast, this is a general reading. If you would like your own personal numerology reading, please book some time with me. My information's in the description box below. I would love to work with you. All right, let's take a look to see what April has in store. Life Path 33.6, you all are going to be working with the vibration of the 46.1 for April. And I really like this energy for you all. It's a kind of a really sweet, very gentle, very sort of nostalgic type of energy. This could be a month where you get reacquainted with someone or with something that is positive. It's positive, right? It's like good karma. It's a sweet reward in some sense, right? So you could connect with people at this time who you just haven't connected with in a long time. And that connection brings joy. That connection brings that feeling of being loved and supported. Or, maybe there's someone who's passed over and you might just feel their energy around you this month in a really supportive, loving way that reminds you that sometimes even though we can't see things, doesn't mean they're not there, right? Like that, we might not feel like we've got a lot of support or we got a lot of love or whatever, but then things happen to remind us that, there's a lot of love out there for us. There's a lot of support and nurturing energy, even when we can't see it. So it's such a beautiful vibration to move through in a cycle. You could see some new opportunities come in for you this month that might be driven by, again, like past connections. Or, you meet someone who coincidentally knows of your, one of your relatives. And then you start talking and then that opens a door. And then all of a sudden you're working on a project together or some kind of like collaborative creation or something, right? Or you get a job with this person because, all the things. Who knows what it could turn into? But it's that supportive kind of energy that can bring in new opportunities, and through those new opportunities can bring in success. So yeah, really incredibly supportive, beautiful energy there. You could find this month that you are the center of attention, that you may receive gifts or recognition or some kind of accolades this month that kind of really boost you into center stage or onto center stage. Inheritance could come in from some kind of situation that, from a connection from the past. That's very possible. And for those of you that do receive some kind of connection or inheritance this month, honor it for what it is. Obviously, there's loss that's associated with that, of course, and there will likely be some kind of grief associated with it as you move through that loss. But when we can see that inheritance as a gift from that person and an extension of their love for us to help to boost our circumstances, to give us a shot in life and all those things, we can see the true amount of love behind that and that gesture. So even an inheritance can remind us of the immense love that, someone had for us. So beautiful energy there. Again, you could see people come in, like childhood acquaintances come up out of nowhere, or you connect with them over social media or something, and it just brings back that flood of, again, nostalgia for days gone by, or reminders of how beautiful that connection was when you had it. And maybe you pick back up from where you left off. So it can be really beautiful in that sense. Beautiful month for joy, contentment, finding your joy, creating your joy, doing the things that bring you joy, even when things are falling apart on the external. Like joy is one of those things where no matter what is happening outside of us, we can always create our own joy. And that is such a powerful superpower that we often overlook. And humans are nuanced. We are very nuanced beings. We can have pain and joy at the same time. We can, experience a tremendous amount of different emotions and experiences at the same time. So don't neglect yourself from having joy. Don't dismiss the opportunities for that joy. Even if you're moving through something challenging, find your joy, because that's what's going to help you to really truly move through the experience, whatever that experience may be. But this is definitely a cycle where that joy should be abundant. Like, it will likely come in through, again, just those nostalgic moments. Like, maybe you go back to your hometown and revisit places that you grew up at, and that were important to you or special to you. And that feeling that sort of, instills can bring joy, can bring contentment, can fill your heart. So beautiful energy there. Or maybe you just take some time and look through old photographs or something like that. Beautiful, beautiful. And this is an opportunity too to share those feelings with others, or share those stories with others too. I was talking to a friend of mine, and we were talking about how cool it would be, or would have been, if all of our grandparents and our ancestors, just had like one book, or obviously several books if it was several ancestors, but if they all just wrote a little bit about themselves, like what their favorite music was, or what their favorite food was, or what they enjoyed doing, or, some of the challenges that they overcame. Imagine if every ancestor from your lineage had done that. And it would just be a book for you, right? For you and the people who come after you. And you would do the same. You would write in that book as well. Just imagine how much joy that would bring someone to read the stories of their lineage, their ancestors. I think that would be so powerful. And I think we really missed a great opportunity as humans in not doing that. Anyway, maybe someone will start that moving forward. But it's that kind of energy, right? Where you're sharing the stories of your ancestors, sharing the stories of your own life with people that were, just beautiful experiences. And that can bring joy and contentment to others as well. It's just such a beautiful energy. I would say there's likely going to be a possibility here that others will come to you this month for your wisdom. They'll be looking to follow your lead in some way. And, I would say be careful about trying to influence people. It's not about influence. It's certainly about inspiring. And that's something that 33s do well. It's a very inspirational energy that you all hold. And so this is a time where others could be looking for that leadership, looking for your wisdom, looking for what you have to offer. So beautiful, beautiful month for putting yourself out there, for taking initiative, for sharing your ideas, for being the visionary, and trying something new, taking the risk, because you might find that a lot of people are drawn to that, and that through that process, you can achieve any goal you set for yourself now, and not just you alone, but by sharing that vision, by sharing your ideas, by sharing your creativity, by sharing your gifts, etc., and beautifying that space with your gifts, you will likely find that people are drawn to that, and they will help you to achieve those goals, whatever those goals may be. Obviously you're at the helm of this. You have to show up, you have to put in the effort, you have to assert yourself, because remember, at the core of this is one energy, 46-1. So it's not happening without you, basically. But it's just motivation to share who you are, what your ideas are, what your vision is, what you want to achieve. And the people will come, they will find you. And it may even be, again, people from your past. But this is a month where you can absolutely gain the support that you need to be successful. You're going to have to be the leader of that, though. You're going to have to ask for it. You're going to have to, again, be assertive, put yourself out there, all those things. But this kind of energy, very, very beautiful for sort of catapulting you forward through the help of others, through the support of others. Beautiful. I pulled an animal wisdom message for you all, and you got starfish energy. If that's not the most magical energy to get, I just don't even know what to tell you. But, there is a sweetness to starfish as well. If you see a starfish, whether it's in the water or it's one that you see in the store or something like that, there's just like this magical component to it. It's just a very sweet, gentle energy. And, there's just something magical. There's also something here about like regeneration and sort of coming back from trials and tribulations, coming back stronger, right? Creating or opening yourself up to another side of yourself through kind of riding the waves, riding through the storm, Because you think about a starfish and it's like if they lose one of their tentacles or one of their arms, I guess it's called, I don't know, it grows back, it regenerates. And so, and almost by, almost very naturally, I mean, obviously very naturally, almost with ease. So there's something here about if if there's been something you've been struggling with or moving through that's been difficult, let it go. I know that sounds really trite and easy, but start the process of letting it go, right? Don't try to force it. Don't try to keep holding on to it. Let it go. Move through that journey and allow the next chapter to present, right? Allow the next part of you to allow yourself to open up to the next side of yourself. Because this whole journey is about greater self-discovery. And, sometimes that means revisiting our past. Sometimes that means dreaming about our future. And sometimes that means being very, very present. But with starfish energy coming through, it's just the reminder that, the next chapter is going to fit you so much better than the past chapters. So nostalgia is a beautiful thing, but we don't want to get stuck there. We want to continue to evolve and to grow. And I think starfish coming through is that reminder, because this 46 energy can absolutely bring the nostalgia, which is beautiful, beautiful. Go visit the nostalgia, but just don't get stuck there. So, all right. Hope it's a great one. Take care, 33s. Bye for now.